afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben Burton. We're going to do an instruction or video on what you would do to tack a horse up, take him out on a little ride. The first thing you do is you make sure that you groom him first, do a little brushing, always keeping your hands on a horse when you're working him, because these guys are big and you got to worry about them stepping on you. So keep your hands on them while you're grooming them. Get them nice and clean, get the necks clean, get the bellies, brush the legs, the butt, the areas where you can put your pad and your saddle. You want that clean. And your next step would be, this time of the year, you want to put a little bit of bug spray on them, mainly just their legs, a little bit on their stomach, and if you're like me, you want to use this Cowboy Magic because it makes their mane and tail a lot easier to manage. Don't need to use a lot. Put that on them. And once again, you want a horse to be clean when you're tacking him up. So brush his mane out. Always stay close to a horse when you walk behind him. Close or either a long ways out. Brush his tail. And you want to, and of course, after you groom him and spray him, you always want him to kind of like feel the pad and tack him up from the other side. This guy doesn't matter a whole lot. Put your pad on him and rub him a little bit, you know. And still part of step two, you want to take your saddle. You usually want to work off this side of a horse, same side you mount from. And you want to place your saddle real easy like, even though these are big guys, they still don't like for you to just flop something on them. Give me a minute here. This is called a back singe or either a bucking strap. A lot of horses that you ride Western don't use it. I like the full Western gear. So that's your bucking strap, and it never touches the horse. You always want to be able to get your hand under that, and basically it's for to stop the saddle from going to the right or the left. And then you want this is called your girth. This is what you use to actually hold the saddle in place, to tighten it up. This is your girth, and you go through, come back through again, and again. And this is called your chest plate. You put that across his chest, and once again, these things are made so if you're climbing, the saddle don't fall off the rear end of the horse. It keeps everything in place. Sort of leave one side hanging on your saddle. Come around, and you do the other side, and this is part of this chest plate goes between his legs so that it doesn't, when you're riding, so that it doesn't constantly flop up. So this goes between his legs. You hook that. That's the little piece on the back singe. you hook that, and you normally you tack a horse up, you walk him, and then you tighten up all these things again, because they'll hold in their wind, and then when they release it, stuff gets loose. So you walk him out, and you check these items again. And with this horse, he's never had a bit in his mouth. So we ride him with what you call a hackamore. You just slip that over his head, put that chain under his chin, and when you pull your reins, it pinches him, and he stops. So he's never had a bit, so you don't have the bit thing here. And this probably should have been this is probably the third stage, because once you put this on, and then you're ready to mount your horse. And with him, you should always have something around the horse's neck so they don't walk off from you. So you just put that on him, hold him like that, so when you take him loose from there, you have some control. A lot of people just let that hang on the ground and the horse walk away from him. So you always have something that you can control the horse by. So I got him by his neck if he wanted to walk off. This guy's so broke and used to it, he wouldn't go anywhere anyway, probably. So he reaches out his head for you, puts it on. This is his part of your chin strap. Help hold the head stall on. Put that on, make sure his ears and his mane is free from getting pinched. And always make sure you can get your fingers under your chin strap. Make sure that that's straight. Back him up a little bit. Always, if you're close to a trailer or a fence, never mount your horse close to something. Something could spook him. You come off, you're better off to hit the ground than to be thrown into a fence or some other things. And before you mount, you want to make sure that this is not crossed. These are your reins. I ride in a tied rein, so that when you get on, you don't have to worry about one dropping, falling to the ground. And for your mount, you always want to put that over his head. And when you get on, grab him by his mane or by his horn. Let's see here. Pam, do you want me to mount him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Make sure this is tight enough. Since he's so tall, I usually find something cheap where that I can mount him on. This time we'll just stand up here. Come on, Zeus. Come on. Come on. Come a little bit more. Don't eat no bush. Come a little bit more. Okay. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. And mount real quick for you. And always make the horse stand still till you get ready to go. Put your foot in your stirrups. Pull, release, make him stand. Give him a little loving. And take a deep breath. Ease up. He'll feel that and he'll walk right off. You don't have to kick him. You don't have to do anything. He can just feel it. He's used to me riding him, or I can take my heels and squeeze him. Don't have to do any voice command. When him stop, pull, release. Want to spin him, put that rein on his neck. He'll just go around in a circle. That's all you gotta do. Hold that on his neck. That controls him. Yep. Stop him. Turn him. Come on. All from the strap being on his neck is how you turn him. So these are your steering wheels. That's your steering wheel when you're riding the horse.